Hey there everybody, welcome back to our channel, San Luis Obispo Real Estate. This is Jay Bond Real Estate Group, brokered by eXp Realty. If you're tuning in for a home tour in Atascadero, California, you are in the right location. Behind me is 8110 Castaneda Lane here in beautiful Atascadero, right? Now this is in the Chandler Ranch neighborhood of Atascadero. So just off of Highway 41, right on your way to Morro Bay. So super cool location. And as you directly behind me, as you see, yeah, nice big beautiful home here. So just under 2,800 square feet of living space, right? 3-bed, 3-bath, with one of those rooms being a nice private studio space. And guess what? Just shy of 4-acre parcel. That's right, tons of space here. Now, gang, as always, if you like what you're seeing, hey, make sure you hit that thumbs up, right? Click that bell to receive notifications and new videos that we're posting regularly, and hit that subscribe button, right, to stay tuned for content that we are dropping, right? So let's take a little swirl around here. So what's the first thing that you notice, right? This very grand garage behind me. Now, it has a lot of vertical clearance as well as a lot of depth, right? So if you work on cars, or if you just want to park your car in your garage, right, you got the space to do it. Now this is a relatively circular driveway, right? A lot of parking, a lot of guest parking here, which is awesome. You can't ever have too much of that. Now visibly, as we see, what, additional parking spot, as well as a utility shed, storage shed, right? Maybe gardening shed, right? Yeah, possibilities are endless and the choice is absolutely yours. So let's go inside and let's check out this beautiful home here on Castaneda. All right, gang, so here we are in the living room at 8110 Castaneda Lane here in Atascadero. Now, what do you notice immediately behind me, right? How open the concept is in this living room, right? Really high ceilings, exposed beams, right? Nice cool color palette in here. And look at the beautiful tile work, right? Right behind me, a real focal point of this living room around this wood burning fireplace. Great place for mounting TV, right? Hanging out, watching Super Bowl, right? Watching UFC fights, whatever it is that you watch at home, right? Maybe it's a cooking channel, I don't know, something. But nonetheless, right? Great entertaining space. And then you have this nice, really nice wood look finish, right? Tile floor here. Now, as you can see in this space, you could easily fit recliners, sectionals, right? So very comfortable, almost lounge feel, right? And very open, so very comfortable. And then what's great too is look at all the natural light coming in, right? Nice big windows behind us, right? Look at all this run right here going out to this deck space, right? Which we'll check out a little bit later. But just capitalizing on the beautiful hillside views, all the greenery, right? Look at all the tree line out there, just reminding you just how much in nature it feels in Atascadero, right? And guess what? You're still just a short distance from the highway and a short distance to the nearest beach, which would be Morro Bay, right? Now let's loop around here because I want to go up a step. Boom, boom. And then we're in almost a little den area, right? So kind of cool. Again, maybe a hangout lounge area. As we see, we have almost like this day bed setup right here. Maybe it's a reading area, right? Maybe you put a desk here, do some homework with your kids, whatever it's going to be. And then we have this nice run of bar right here. Now, there's no stools here, but you could easily put stools, kind of hang out almost like breakfast bar, breakfast countertop style, right? Which is really nice. We have these beautiful light fixtures that are hanging down, really illuminating this kitchen. And so what do we see here, right? Really nice stainless steel appliances, plenty of countertop space, and one nice big island right here. We see our stovetop burners. And this is just really good, again, for what? Cooking, hosting, entertaining, right? Super important, but a very functional kitchen, which I think just really flows nicely with the rest of the feel of this home. Now we noticed we had deck access there. There's also going to be deck access out here, right? And again, still seeing that uniformity between natural light and just really beautiful views of the hillside and all the tree line just surrounding us, kind of feeling at one with nature here, right? Now, what do we see off the kitchen? Formal dining space. Now, this is a really nice sized formal dining table, right? You could probably add an additional leaf to this, maybe extend this out even further, maybe holidays, you got guests, family, right, visiting town, or just entertaining, right, on a Friday night, hanging out. Now, as we dogleg right here, we're going to see a little bit more dance floor space on this outdoor deck and patio, which we're going to check out here shortly and talk about a little bit more. Now, as we see, it's kind of a circular run right here between the foyer, the entry, living room, kitchen, dining, and then we're going to circle back around up the stairwell. Now, as we approach, we're going to notice, hey, this goes downstairs, which we're going to check out a little bit later, right? We have a room, kitchenette down there, private entry, super, super cool space. So we're going to touch base on that. But let's go up the stairs here, right? Let's go check out the rest of the living spaces in the home. Now, we have these beautiful cables here, right, running up. Nice aesthetic look to it, kind of dark contrast right here going up on these handrails versus the white, right, the cool we have in the house. So nice degree of separation there, which is really cool. So storage right here, right, additional storage as well with our laundry, washer dryer setup. We have utility sink right here, which is awesome. Linen storage, you can't ever have too much of that. Now we have full bath, which we see right here, right, and this is matching a lot of the tile work look and finish of what we saw downstairs, right, in the living room. We're going to check out the guest bedroom. Right, flooring running similar throughout the home, right? There's no transitions of different style or type. Again, natural light, right? Capitalizing on the views here in this Chandler Ranch property, right? Awesome, great size bedroom as well. Then we're going to hook around here to our secondary guest bed. Pretty well mirrored to the other bedroom. I would say comparable size, right? Maybe just a smidge smaller, but uniformity, views, natural light, windows, really functional guest bedroom, right? Let me close this up here because I'm not doing laundry right now, gang. I'll tell you that much. All right, and let's make our way up. We're going to continue ascending into this loft here, right? Open air loft, maintaining this theme. Right? Very visible presence of this really nice light fixture right here. But again, very open, right? Not enclosed, anything like that. You're not feeling very compartmentalized at all. Right? Still feels very open, and we're still enjoying high ceilings in the space. But as we see here, in this den, we have a nice large desk, right? So really cool, maybe at-home office space. Maybe you set up a workstation up here. Maybe your kids just hanging up here, right, and play during the daytime. Maybe play that PlayStation between 6 and 7 or after dinner or whenever you allow it to happen, right? So let's hook through here. This is going to be our master bedroom. Right, nice size room, king size bed, right? We have room for other additional furniture if you wanted as well. And then what do we see again, right? Beautiful, beautiful views up there, right? Now, as always, guys, keep in mind if there are very specific properties that you're looking for, click the link in the description of this video. I will personally tailor a list of homes and properties, both on market and off market, that match your search criteria, right? Now, again, this property is located in what they call the Chandler Ranch neighborhood right here in Atascadero. And just beautiful. You can't get tired of this, right? Looking out, being one with nature each morning, right? Now, we have a little patio here coming off of this master. Again, hang out in the morning, have a cup of coffee, right? Maybe a glass of wine if you want to unwind. We're going to walk into our closet there, and then we have double sink, vanity, and then our nice tiled shower, tile floor, commode. Right, soak-in tub. Nice ensuite master bathroom, right? So what I want to do right now, gang, let's go downstairs. Let's check the last bedroom down there. It's kind of a studio setup, super, super cool space. Could be your older children. Maybe you got that 30-year-old, 28-year-old kid that won't leave the house, right? So you got a space for him, or in-laws, or maybe even, honestly, a cool income unit, right? With its own entry and access right there. If you want to generate some rental income from your home, right? Super cool. So we're gonna check that out right now. Stay tuned. All right, so here we are downstairs right now. This is the last bedroom in this house, and it's really set up kind of like a cool studio, right? So as we see, as we come down the stairs, we have a nice kitchenette right here, little bar space, utility sink, right? Toaster oven, coffee maker, really cool spot. Now again, this could be for in-laws, right? This could be for family visiting town. This could be for maybe adult children, right? Stuff like that. Maybe you want to rent out this space, right? Get some income generated. There's a lot of cool opportunities here. Cool hangout, right? So right now we see our bed set up right here, which is probably the ideal space, right, for this. And then a little step down, we kind of have a cool, you know, bohemian hangout here next to this little potbelly stove, right? So enjoying the scenery right out the window there, the tree line, maybe you're hanging out reading a book, right? Just a nice functional studio space right here. Now as we hook around, we have our bath, right? So we have a 3/4 bath, so shower, commode, right? Sink, vanity, very functional studio space. All right, now gang, as always, if you like what you're seeing, hey, make sure you click that thumbs up button, hit that bell to receive notifications of new videos that we're dropping, right? And make sure we're clicking that subscribe button to stay tuned for new videos that we are posting regularly. All right, so let's go ahead and check out this patio space out here. So here we are at the upper deck, right, at 8110 Castaneda Lane here in Atascadero. Now, captivating views, right? Very private feeling, right? And guess what? You're less than 30 minutes from the nearest beach, right? You wouldn't normally think that, but you are, right? Which is amazing. So let's hook around here, right? I want to show you the run of this deck. So again, this is the upper deck. And as we swing around, just earlier, right, we were downstairs in the studio. And this would be the access point from outside, right, for that deck down below into that studio space. Now, we loop around here, right, just a lot of great hangout space. Maybe you want to barbecue out here, right, entertain. You have plenty of outdoor space to do so. Now, as we see, there's been some turf laid down in certain sections, right, nice flagstone walking paths, and plenty, right? Plenty of space out here to continue maybe building additional structures, having animals, right? A lot of cool things that could be done out here. Now, again, this is just shy of a 4-acre spread on this property, right? So a lot of opportunity here. Now, look at this beautiful open space, right? This is just a lovely, lovely parcel. Now, as we see up the bend, this is a really big chicken coop back there, right? You like farm fresh eggs, right? You want eggs produced at your home versus paying like $8 for a dozen at the grocery store. Great opportunity to do so. So just a lot of fun, a lot of stuff that can be done and enjoyed here at this property, right? So gang, as always, I really appreciate you tuning in. Again, if you're looking for very specific property types, make sure that you're clicking the link in the description of this video. I will personally tailor a list of homes, both on market and off market, that check the boxes for your search criteria. Thanks so much for watching.